Alright guys, so we are back for another Dokkan video. Now, there was an update tonight on JP Dokkan, and there actually is enough interesting things here that I actually did want to make a quick video and then just kind of like briefly discuss a lot of the different changes that have been made, because there are some rather interesting things. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to take a look at my baby girl right here. No, I'm not showing off that I pulled her. What we want to take a look is this down here. Okay, so this is brand new on JP. Now what these are categories. It's kind of like a link in that we could click it and bring it up. But what this one is PICHI GALS, which, you know, like when Roshi tells Goku and Krillin to bring him, you know, a girl so that he can train them. You know, the phrase he used was PICHI Gal. It should be fairly obvious what that means just by looking through the roster of, you know, the sexy-ass women of Dragon Ball. Those are the PICHI Gals. So obviously, Caulifla falls into that category. Kale does not have it, so I guess the big hulking behemoth doesn't count as one of the PICHI Gals, but our good old Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla does. It is interesting, by the way, that there's only right now a Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla in the game, but no Super Saiyan or base form. Same with Kale. Actually, speaking of Kale, too, the other interesting thing is I don't believe Kale has Super Saiyan in her title, which is very interesting to me because, I mean, I figured they were going to call it Berserker Super Saiyan, but not only does she not have Super Saiyan in the title, she also does not have the Super Saiyan link. A little weird there. Now, if we head over to the summoning screen, there is another change that they made over here that I just want to quickly address real quick before we move on. Now, if we go into the Scouter, this little thing pops up now, so we can actually take a look at what the whole card itself. I do think this is a nifty little feature that they've got here, you know, along with the ability to show super attacks and etc. Now, one of the other really big things too that happened that I really have to discuss is the changes to links, right? Okay, so Hit is a perfect unit to kind of show off because Hit has several links that actually were updated. I just really quickly want to go through all the links that were adjusted just to kind of get this on wax, so to speak. Then we're going to run the Roshi Turtle Shell event with a PICHI Gal team because that will increase the rate of turtle shells to drop, the platinum turtle shells. And then we're going to run the Mr. Satan's World Tournament stage as well, because if you run the second category, which has been added to the game, which is, I believe it's World Tournament Fighters, it's different characters who have been involved in the various tournaments throughout Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, you actually get an additional drop for the Mr. Satan statues, which is dope. So a lot of links have now been updated. I'm just going to quickly kind of go through here, and I'm going to give you guys the links, what it's called, what it did before, and what it is now. So Brainiacs used to be attack 300 up and defense 1000 up. It's now attack 10% up and defense 10% up. Brutal Beatdown used to be 500 attack. Now it's 10% attack. All in the Family used to be 2000 defense. Now it's 15% defense. Prodigies used to be 700 attack. Now it's 10% attack. Rival Duo used to be attack plus 1000 and then attacked enemies defense down 1000. Now it's attack 10% up and attacked enemies defense down 15%. We have Cold Judgment, which used to be 300 up attack. Now they oddly changed that to defense 20% up. Infighter used to be enemy defense 5% down. Now it's attack 10% up and enemy defense 10% down. Z Fighters used to be attack 500 up. Now it's attack 15% up. Warrior Gods used to be 1200 attack up and now attack 10% up. And then Majin used to be attack and defense 1000 up and now it's attack and defense 10% up. Now, this obviously is a huge change for a lot of these links, which, you know, a very small boost. Now, once you start talking about 10 and 15%, these are gigantic increases that will be very noticeable, especially under the 120% leads. So this is a gigantic update to the game. A lot of these links now are going to be incredibly viable and making units a lot more powerful. The one that sticks out like a sore thumb is Warrior Gods. So the Super Saiyan Blue Vegetas and Gokus are going to be hitting even fucking harder. It's absolutely insane. This is not something I anticipated seeing, but it is really cool that they're going to do that. So now, like, a lot of these dead links and stuff are actually going to be, you know, more viable to run, which is really cool. Now, also here, notice on this screen, I noticed that they adjusted the look of it. It might be hard for you guys to tell, but I can clearly see on my screen that these buttons look a little different. It looks a little more clean to me. Now, we also have this right here. This, of course, is the categories. As of right now, there's only 2. I believe this is PICHI GALS. No, okay. This is the tournament fighters. I don't have a lot of tournament fighters. I've only got these 4. But PICHI GALS, I do actually have a lot of those. These, of course, are the females. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead now and we're going to run through the 2 stages that now have these like updated conditions. We'll see what the categories do in the future. I can really imagine like boss events. It's going to be like, you know, you guys remember how certain boss events, it'd be like, you know, you bring Super Saiyan Goku, he'll do extra damage to Cooler. You know, if you bring the Vegeta family Link against Merge Zamasu, they do extra damage. Shit like that. I imagine categories will like kind of fall into that very, very similar mold there. But if we take a look here, notice here's the Turtle Shell event, and now we have the, you know, the PICHI GALS right there. And then we also have the Mr. Satan tournament with the stuff different now. Let me just take a look. Yeah, okay, so here they're explaining you bring the tournament fighters and you're going to get a better chance of getting drops. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll hop into Mr. Satan's World Tournament thing first. Then after that, we'll go ahead and do the other one. Actually, you know what? There's Toa right there. Someone was using Toa on my friends list, so we'll actually head over here then, because I believe Toa does actually have the PICHI GAL category, so that'll be perfect. We'll be able to run completely across the board an entire PICHI GAL team. I keep saying PICHI GAL. I'm not gonna stop. I love saying it because I always remember like Roshi saying that in the Japanese version of Dragon Ball. Obviously, Roshi is not saying PICHI GAL when you're watching the dubbed version. Alright, yep, I see the little blue highlight, and yep, there's the category. Yeah, that's very cool that it just shines like that. So let's move over to our team. Yep, we have the full PICHI GAL team. Obviously, Caulifla works very well here because Caulifla is a rainbow leader. So, you know, I assume we're going to get at least a minimum of 1 extra turtle shell here. We'll see. Now, I have seen a screenshot of what this looks like. Like, it will be highlighted in blue, so we'll be able to tell right off of the bat, like, exactly what it is that's new that we're going to be getting. So I really like this. This is a good change they made on JP, is that the Roshi event and the Mr. Satan event, those are permanent. You can do those every single day, whereas on Global right now, there's still only, like, celebration-style events. So once they, you know, move to the permanent status, that's dope. It's also cool, we got the rare condition of when Roshi's super buff right here, so that can help out as well, actually. We'll let our girl Chi-Chi go ahead and lead us off, and I assume Toa will be more than enough to finish this, because I believe the friend Toa was a UR, correct? Oh, Kamehameha! But that's okay, Chi-Chi's a beast. Little did you know, Chi-Chi digs in that ass, Roshi. Get out of here, boy. And now, we'll let Toa with the glorious underboob go ahead and finish that off. Bye, Roshi. Okay, yep, there we go. Wow! An additional 5? Fuck you! That is a huge up. Wow! The platinum shells, getting fucking 5 additional platinum shells? That is a huge deal. 5 platinum shells will pretty much max out a TUR unit. Like, that's crazy. That is a ridiculous upgrade they gave us right there. And then, yep, there it is, right there, the bonus. We can see bonus right there. Wow, bro. Okay. Okay. That is pretty cool. All right, so let's just quickly, we're going to run through the Mr. Satan event, and then we'll be done with the video. Now, obviously, this team is going to have a lot less in terms of actual, like, World Tournament fighters on it. I don't think I'm going to be able to find a World Tournament friend. Well, actually, oh, LR Mr. Satan will fit that mold. How's about that? And, you know, just, we'll fill out some other units. Let's just toss, like, Khalifa on there. Let's just do, I don't even really care, honestly, about, like, changing my leader. It's fine the way it is. We'll get LR Goku Black in there. And, I don't know, for shits and giggles, let's go with, Kale. Why not? Kale and Khalifa, they're the new hotness right now. They're both actually pretty good. I think Khalifa quickly has a chance to become, very, very clutch, because Khalifa, she can counter and dodge, super attacks. Similar to what the Super Saiyan 4s do. But I feel like this went unnoticed by a lot of people. But Khalifa is also able to dodge normal attacks like Janemba does. So Khalifa can dodge and counter super attacks, and she can just straight up dodge regular attacks. So, like, you start putting her on an agility team with Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Super Vegito, and it's like, bro, like, you're not gonna take damage. It's just that simple. Khalifa is a beast. I really actually like Khalifa. I really am probably gonna go hard on the JP ticket banner, right? And what I really, really would like to get, honestly, is like more agility cards. Like, I badly want Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta now. You know, maybe some of the OG Super Saiyan Blue Goku or Vegeta. Like, these are the units I want now, because I would like to try building, you know, a really, really interesting AGL team like this. All right, well, we'll let Kale go ahead and finish it off. I'll probably do a video on LR Mr. Satan in the future, so whatever with him. Let's go ahead and have Kale. And of course, Kale has a very similar passive to Cooler, where Kale, she is guaranteed to do an additional... Whoa! Okay. Okay. So we got 3 statues right here. That's pretty sick. Kale is guaranteed to do an additional attack, and I think it has a high chance to be a super attack. Just like what Cooler does. Very, very cool. Very cool. So, this is definitely a really big, like, change right here. Look at that. That's a shit ton of Zenny we just got. 2 platinum statues and a motherfucking gold statue. Like, bruh. We just got 10 platinum shells. Then we got 2 platinum statues and a gold statue. Wow, hey, you want LR Mr. Satan or LR Broly? There you go. There the fuck you go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Cool little update here. Very cool, very cool.